No, I think Mike Green's going to get it. He's going to. Yeah, no, I'll go with Mike Green on this one.
I agree. I'm just happy Carolina took Tedero McMillan. So, we
Yeah,
actually have a wide receiver now.
There you go. We all thought Jalen Walker. That was one of my. I've actually missed like 2. I'm winning right now. We're doing the picks. If you get the perfect player, 2 points. If you get the position, 1.
I'm going to switch it up here. I'm going to go with linebacker Jalen Walker here just to try to catch up.
I mean, yeah, you got. What's the score?
I got to try to catch up.
What's our score?
Isaac's up 15. I got 11. Med has 8.
Yes.
Nice.
We actually all landed the first 4 or 5 picks. It was pretty cool.
Nice. I'm trying to see if I can get to this pick before you guys. I got an insider that gives them. I was getting them like 2 or 3 minutes early on the last podcast I was at, and they told me I couldn't say it. I had to just sit there and pretend.
Oh, you can tell us because we're all.
Wait, how do you know people?
We're like a minute and a half behind Isaac.
We're like.
Oh no, I got like I've been getting them like pretty quickly. Whenever the pick normally goes in, I can normally get it within a few seconds.
Who do you have? You know a guy?
Fuck yeah, I do. Got to know somebody, man. I didn't even know the Tedero when I was talking, and then all of a sudden I saw it come across my screen, and I was like,
"You know some people, all right."
Yeah, I'll send them to you. Hold
on. Thanks for joining us, dude. It actually works because when my wife gets home, I'm gonna probably go talk to her for a minute. I kind of have to, even if she'll be home in about 10 minutes, so I'll probably miss 1 pick. I'll just make my predictions early. Unless I'll carry for a minute. Where's my dad?
Still nothing announced yet.
What happened? There he is. Dad, when Lynn gets home, I'm going to probably go talk to her for a quick minute because I know she's kind of upset.
I think it should be Mike Green.
This feels like Mike Green. I like that Grant pick for the
This feels like Jalen Walker.
I like that Matthew Golden keeps falling. Can you imagine if he keeps
Grant makes no sense to the Dolphins.
They needed a defensive tackle. I guess Nolan would have been they needed a tackle. You could argue Nolan to me, but they had to replace Wilkins. They were really sucking there.
Josh Simmons should have been the pick. You got to protect Tua before he ends up in a body bag.
Well, yeah. I mean, that makes sense too. I think maybe do you think there's like a little bit of inkling there, like Tua's going to get hurt anyways? That makes no sense.
If that's the case, then you don't go defense. You would have gone edge rusher. Like, go get somebody. I understand you still got Jalen Phillips, but
I just personally like Grant as a player. But I agree, positionally, it wasn't the biggest need. But they had to fill that Christian Wilkins hole. They'd been missing him since he left. Teams do this all the time. They let a guy go in free agency, and they're like, "Oh God, we actually missed him," and then they overpay like the Titans did for Ridley, or they go out and compensate in the draft. But I like what the Cowboys did. Like you said, Martin retires, they go get him. That was actually smart. They really got to get a running back though. But no, they had like 8 holes that were massive on that roster. You can't fill them all in the first round. You took one of the best players. My dad thought Gar might have been a little early, but it is. But he's a great player. So.
Well, not just that, but you're going to shore the position up for probably the next decade. This position also doesn't come available unless you massively overpay in the free agent market for a guy that another team didn't want to pay. Why did he not want to pay that person? Offensive linemen don't get traded often. So this pick, he's going to be a Cowboy from now till the time he retires, barring some massive change, like a life-altering injury. He's going to be a Cowboy for a very long time. So I understand that they've replaced a lot more wide receivers and running backs on this team than they've replaced offensive linemen.
So guys,
they just had Rico Battle, and he's a Panther.
I'm not going to leave, but when the wife gets here in a few minutes, I'll make my next couple of picks, and I'll probably go talk to her for like 10 minutes. Falcons pick is in. They ran the clock all the way down to 30 seconds. They almost ran out of time. They're the first team to take.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to catch up to you, Isaac.
Good luck. Pick is in. Nick, if you know it before me, call it out. Everybody made
my guy's not posting it. That's why I keep refreshing.
Wait, you sent me a guy? Hold on, I didn't look at Twitter yet.
I'm trying to send it. I'm just hoping if I don't refresh it. Hold on.
Nick's got a guy.
I'll
I need to
send
know.
it to you.
I need to know some people.
I just started looking around, and eventually you find the people that are constantly putting out the good stuff.
Yeah, Twitter is where you get this before.
For sure. Oh, it's Jalen Walker out of Georgia.
Nice.
Hey, that's my guy.
There you go. He's catching up now.
Damn.
I'm not going to lie, that's a
Well,
big W pick for Panthers fans because I do not believe in Walker at
I
all.
can't believe they didn't go for edge.
He's a
Isaac,
linebacker, apparently.
Their pass rush is some of
Isaac,
the worst
who's your
in the NFL.
Arizona pick?
Why are you not going for edge? You get one of the worst pass rushes in the NFL. I get that you need a linebacker, but there's an edge sitting there that was a beast. Why not take him?
They believe that he's a edge.
No, Mike Green, if you're picking him for an edge, as much as I like Jalen Walker, for need, Med, what do you think? Do you think this was, if it is Jalen Walker?
No, I agree with Nick on this one. Like I said, I think he's more of an off the ball defender. I know some people have yelled at me and been like, "Hey, I think he's more an edge," and I think he's more of an off the ball defender. So I'm not.
They just need to beef up the pass rush.
Well, they need defense, but they definitely need a pass rush more than anything. They only had 167 sacks in the last 7 years, and everyone else has 197. So,
dude, that's like 20, barely over 20 a year.
Yeah, no, it's garbage.
That's so
bad. Okay, hey, Isaac, if you're going to be leaving, let's give us your next few picks.
I'm not going to turn the camera off and stuff. I'm just going to mute and go talk to her for a few minutes.
We're just going to be sitting here looking at Faith.
Okay, we need picks then. Matt and Isaac and Nick, who we got for this next for Arizona?
Let me see who's all left.
To be honest, you should probably go best corner and take a Will Johnson or a Jahdae Barron.
It's got to be Will Johnson.
Yeah, that would be the make sense for me. I just don't see why you'd go anywhere else. Wide receiver doesn't make sense. You got Maserati Marv. You're not taking a quarterback. A safety, maybe?
You know, a lot of people have been saying lately today that I've heard on the lines and everything, they're saying receiver for some reason.
Yeah,
like,
I'm a little worried they're going to go.
And literally going with Igbuka. So,
Igbuka, I like.
Yeah,
Igbuka and Marv together.
Back together again. Yeah,
that's interesting. I'm gonna go with. God dang, what do they need the most?
They need love.
They need.
I am going. I already know that I'm going with Jahdae Barron, cornerback.
I'll go Will Johnson. And then to the Bengals.
And Matt, your pick?
Bengals will take Mike Green then.
I could see them going with Walter Nolan for some reason.
Oh, there's my Nolan. There's my Nolan pick that never materialized.
Okay, so I'm going to go Will Johnson. I'll give you guys my next three in case whenever she gets here.
Well, right now I'm watching the Falcons pick. That's
okay, so
me too. Me too. They just picked Jalen Walker.
I love it.
Hey.
All right. So Arizona, I'm going Will Johnson.
The
Bengals, I'm going to go Mike Green. And the Seahawks, I'm going to go with O'Marion Hampton.
You want to know an interesting stat that I just had come up?
What's up?
Jalen Walker is the first player in the universe or from the University of Georgia that the Falcons have taken in the first or second round since 1966.
And you know what's crazy about that is there's a person at
state?
work. Yeah. She's like, I don't understand why we don't draft any dogs. She said, you know, it doesn't make any sense. They're practically in their backyard. So
that seems to be the Carolina Panthers way to draft. Just draft South Carolina players, but
yeah, it's worked out well for them, let me tell you. Nah, playing.
Dad, these little
shorts, I know,
these little 15-second shorts are working, man. I've gotten they're all getting at least like 500. It's working.
Nice.
No, I think if
live videos during it's like you do it during an actual football game, which we're all gonna miss this so much because there's no football for 3 more months now.
Are you still doing your TikTok videos?
I actually only threw one on TikTok. I've thrown them all on YouTube, and I've done 5.
You know what you should do? There's a clip where it has these two chicks that they just got in a wreck one time, and the old man's sitting over on the side watching them, and they're doing like the little sway hip dance and everything. You should do that in front of the TV. I'm sure that
if the Packers take a receiver, I'll do that dance and talk about the pick. I'll do it. I'm serious. If the Packers take a receiver, I will do it. Because we haven't done that since I was a teenager. So
but you got your one already, dude. You got Mikael Harden.
Yeah, you got Christian Watson. What more do you want?
He tore his ACL. He's going to miss the whole
He's going to be back by 2026 or 7.
Hey, that's my running back that I took last year in the 3rd round that got hurt 9 snaps into his rookie season and then tore his ACL again.
Cardinals pick is in, gentlemen. They're saying receiver is their biggest need. I'm kind of thinking they might go that way, actually.
I like cornerback.
Don't take freaking. Don't take Golden. I'm worried both these receivers are going to be gone by the Packers pick. Hey, but Mike Green's falling, so the Packers may land an elite pass rusher here at 23, or they could go tackle and waste another 1st-round pick because Goody, he thinks he's smarter than everybody else and he outthinks himself in the 1st round.
What was Jamal Reynolds?
God, he's such
numbers.
They must have been good because that was such a bust, man. We really suck at our 1st-round picks, like historically. Jamal Reynolds in college, in the NFL, he had 3 sacks, and we picked him 10th overall. We acquired the pick from the Seahawks in exchange for Matt Hasselbeck and the 17th pick. As a senior, oh wow, he had 12 sacks and 58 tackles as a senior. So you can't really blame us. He was pretty awesome. 12 sacks as a senior is not bad.
How big was he?
He was,
I want to say he was
6'3", 260. Back then, that's solid. He just busted, man. We also don't develop our certain positions very well. As good of a team as we are, we kind of. I would love to get a better defensive line coach.
Walter Nolan is the pick.
No way. Yeah?
Hold on. They're announcing.
Way to go, man.
Thank you. I'm in double digits.
Damn, y'all. I almost switched it. Good pick. Nice pick, guys.
Fantastic. I think Walter Nolan's one of the better defensive tackles.
I'm not dropping F-bombs because
me too. I picked him like 4 times before this and never got him.
He did.
Nick, I'm not dropping an F-bomb because we're on my Facebook, but yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, you're good. I thought about it.
Isaac's 15. I'm 13. Magic catching up. You're at 10.
I'm up by 2 still? Yeah. Oh,
I did not. I didn't get that one either. So Cincinnati's on the clock. What are we picking? Who are we picking?
Mike Green. It's the edge rusher.
I'm on it. I'm on Green as well.
I think Isaac got a Barron or Campbell. Campbell hasn't gone, right? No, sorry, not Campbell. No. Johnson hasn't gone, right? The corner.
No. Matt, are you on Green as well?
Not gone, dude.
I'm actually going to go with Malaki Starks because I think that they haven't really had much of a secondary ever since Jesse Bates left.
Going with the safety.
Yeah,
I like Starks a lot.
I'm gonna stick with
insane range. He has, and that one catch he had against Clemson, like you could sit there and just watch it over and over. I'm not even a Georgia fan.
No, I'm gonna stick with Mike Green. I think it makes sense.
Okay.
Hey, Bears, I want to know all your picks that you haven't hit on. Peter, announce all your picks you've missed. I'll wait.
Todd Maravich actually had a decent career. I mean, it wasn't the greatest for what he got picked at, but the incredible bulk had he was in the NFL for like 8 or 9 years, I think.
He was. I don't hate that pick for the Cardinals. They needed somebody to help stop the run. They were terrible. They'd spent money on Josh Sweat. Now it's kind of like what the Browns did. Nick, we were talking about that earlier. Like at first we kind of hated it, and then we were thinking about it. Yeah, they still suck at quarterback and running back, but now you got Myles Garrett and you got Mason Graham. You're not going to be able to double team.
I was showing him put his hat on, and this dude has a potato head. Like the thing is just barely
18,
on its
19, 20, 21,
thing is-
22. So I've got 6 more picks before the Packers. Okay.
But I
To be
like
honest,
Walter Nolan because they actually moved him all over the line whenever Ole Miss was playing. And that versatility, he definitely has the speed to be on the edge. He can do his thing in the middle. He's almost 300 pounds. So this is a great pick for him.
So what are you guys thinking? Okay, so I'm going to give my next 3 again just for whenever the wife gets here. Okay, so I'm thinking Mike Green. I said Igbuka hasn't gone. I think
You said Hampton for Seattle.
I think Hampton for Seattle makes a heck of a lot of sense. For the Bucks, gosh, they need defensive help everywhere.
Bucks need Jihad Campbell.
Yeah, I agree with Jihad Campbell for the Bucks.
That sounds good. Yeah, Devin White's
They pass on him. They're passing him for Starks.
Starks or Green. I could see any of those 3. I like
Green.
Isaac, who do you want for Tampa Bay, Isaac?
I'll go with I'm going to go with Campbell. I think that makes a lot of sense. I'm not trying to steal their picks, but yeah, I agree.
So you've got
I've got right here for Cincinnati for 17. I've got
Green, and then Hampton, and then Campbell.
Campbell, yeah.
So we got 3 picks for you. Okay.
And then 3 more, and then the Packers are up. And this pick is in. So we're coming up on the Packers pretty quick, guys. We're this is actually moving pretty fast. They're actually through over half the first round in under 2 hours. That's not bad time.
Yeah, we might actually see your pick.
Jeez, I know, right? It's not even 9 o'clock here. It's actually not bad.
It's 10 o'clock here.
Yeah, it's like I'm probably not staying up for the whole thing. Well, staying on.
I'm going to stay till a little bit past the Packers pick, and then I'm going out. I want to
going out and have some drinks.
Drinks? No, I've got the Mike Green with me.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
Very nice. I followed your boy you sent me. Thank you for that. Yeah, I gotta go follow some. I gotta go follow some good people.
He's absolutely stellar. If anybody else wants to go follow him, his name is NFL John Frashella. He leaks all the picks early, like this one. Bengals took Shamar Stewart. I hate this. Oh my God, Bengals.
Interesting. I don't absolutely hate it, but there was better players. But yeah.
He's edge, right?
Yeah, they needed an edge. I think this might be a Hendrickson trade now. That would actually make more sense. If they're going to trade Hendrickson, anytime this offseason, they just draft his replacement. Or if they're going to try to trade him next year, like tag him and trade him. I actually, that's the direction I think they're going now.
So they did not like, they liked him over Mike Green.
How was Will Johnson falling to 17, 18? I don't get it.
He's got injury issues.
Injury history.
Yeah, but still.
He's got one injury.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and it's kind of like with the Benjamin Morrison thing where they sat there and they're talking about his hip. I can understand that, but I personally think that Will Johnson, I think he's a better corner than what even Travis Hunter, in my opinion, because I just like his explosions, like how he's able to come back.
I love that. They're showing people tailgating right across the street from the stadium.
Matt, who are you picking here for Seattle?
Okay, guys,
Isaac,
wife's here. I'm gonna go talk to her for a minute.
Isaac, you're at 16. I'm at 14. Med, you're at 10.
Nice.
Okay.
I hear the wife. I'm gonna go talk to her. I'll be back in a few.
Give me Josh Simmons.
Simmons, offensive tackle.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with
better of the picks.
I'm gonna go with the interior lineman Zabel. Greg Zabel.
I like Zabel. Yeah, it's either going to be Zabel or Johnson.
Is it? Isaac went with Hampton, running back.
Seahawks are discussing trading down at this moment.
So who would be trading up here? It would be a quarterback team to get ahead of Pittsburgh. It would probably be to get ahead of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? Pittsburgh's the quarterback team at 21. What's that?
I didn't even think about that. This could be the trade up for the quarterback. This could be the Giants, Browns. Could be the Saints. Could be, I'm trying to think of other, to be honest, it could be the Cardinals. Might as well move on from Kyler Murray at this point.
Oh, that'd be great, wouldn't it?
All right. You know what? I think the Bears should just give up Caleb Williams too. I think they should go with Daniel Jones. Packers should just cut Jordan Love. And I think that your starter should be Josh Rosen.
Oof.
You know what? I listened to somebody today say Josh Rosen's only problem was his health. I'm like, oh, the shitty football had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, no, that's
The Packers would be okay if they cut Love. They got Malik Willis could play for a while.
I remember when he was sitting there and he talked about how the other 9 teams made a mistake. And then he just went out and just bombed.
Yep.
So hard that
bad.
Your team drafted another quarterback the following year.
Jesus. Apparently they like the Cali connection in Carolina. I'm getting a lot of updates that Teteroa McMillan is at the draft talking about the California throwing Bryce Young to the California throwing McMillan.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I understand we have a California-born head coach, but we play in Carolina. It's cold out there. That's not California weather.
It can't get brisk down there. I used to live in Raleigh, so.
Bengals sat and took Shamar Stewart. I hate that still. I still hate it. Even now that I looked at it a second time.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the trade up for Hunter for Jacksonville?
I think it's because Jacksonville is going to give him – apparently the last time they talked to him for one was at the Combine. They did not have any discussions after that. So they probably told him there, we're willing to let you play both sides of the ball. And one of the recent talking points of the last 2 weeks was whatever team might take him high won't let him play both sides. Jacksonville has already said from day one he can play both sides of the ball. Exactly. So for that reason, I think he's going to be a very average cornerback and a little bit above average wide receiver. Because at the NFL level, if you're going to go out there and try and beat on these good corners, these good, everybody out there, safeties and all, they're going to lay you out, especially as a rookie. They're going to make an example of you. So I can't see him going out there and having 1,000-yard receptions and 1,000-yard season, and 5 interceptions. I don't see that happening. I see it being a bit of an overtake now. Next year, he might have a little bit more of that 1,000 yards, few interceptions and everything like that. But I think teams are specifically going to target him.
Do you think it might actually help the fact that he has BTJ on the other side too? Would that influence maybe a 800-yard season, I guess, or 700 yards?
Yeah, but what did Liam Cohen do with the Bucs? Obviously, Mike Evans and Tyler Lockett still got theirs, but he ran the ball a lot. Tank Bigsby and Trevor Etienne are still there. So I
like Tank more than Trevor. So
yeah, but I just don't believe in their long-term ability. Obviously, this is just Cohen's first year, but I have a lot of reservations when it comes to Hunter. A lot of them. And again, I just really struggle to believe that he's going to be some amazing wide receiver at the next level.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we go to look at the wide receivers that are out there. Is he anywhere close to Chase, Jay Jettas, any of those? No. In my opinion, he's closer to like a Tavon Austin. Like, he's going to be a really good wide receiver for a year or two, and then that's it. Or a Turpin from the Cowboys, or Brandon Cooks. Good wide receiver for a really long time. You're not really taking Brandon Cooks to win you a Super Bowl.
No.
So that's the thing. Brian Thomas Jr. can take some of that weight off of him. But if that's the case, he's not your wide receiver one. So he's not a top flight wide receiver, which is what you took him at. He's not a top flight corner. You're taking him for the ability to just eliminate the salary from one of those positions. But what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to pay him like a wide receiver, not like a corner. So you're going to have to overpay him because he plays two positions. So you're going to probably pay this dude like $60, $70 million to play two sides of the ball decently well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's really worth it. I'd rather just pay Jay Jettas $50 million and be done with it.
Which is why Cleveland traded up.
Yeah. Oh, you were right. Seahawks take Gray Zabel.
Oh, is that who they took?
That's a great pick.
Oh, I agree.
Official?
Yeah, Adam Schefter tweeted it out.
Adam Schefter.
I think that's the best option. He's either going to play guard or center. Whether or not I love that forever, I mean, he's going to be on your offensive line for the next decade. And as much as everybody hates these offensive line picks, look at what teams are going for. They're going for tall, strong trenches. We're not seeing this Matthew Golden go at 11, 15, that kind of thing. We're seeing those skill guys fall because people are prioritizing the offensive, defensive lines first. And I like that. That's what the NFL needs.
No, games are won in trenches.
I agree. And what happens when you go out there and pay 2 wide receivers? You're the Bengals and you still lose.
All right, we've got Tampa Bay is up 19. Isaac picked Campbell here. Jihad Campbell, I think.
Jihad Campbell.
Jihad.
He's actually someone that I like. When we were doing a draft the other day, I actually contemplated him going to the Carolina Panthers when I was picking for the Panthers. And I would, because when I look at this guy, I think Luke Kuechly. He's just all over the place. And when he was recruited by Alabama, he was recruited as an edge rusher. He just had 2 first-round picks that were ahead of him with Dallas Turner and Will Anderson. So they were like, well, we got to get him on the field. And he just flourished. So,
and even as a coverage linebacker, I'm pretty sure he has 5 sacks.
5 sacks, 2 interceptions. I mean, he had a year.
Yeah, you're talking about 1.5 less sacks than Jalen Walker, the guy that is supposed to be this pure edge rusher that's like 2 inches shorter. Like, I'm sorry, Jihad's the way to go with this pick. If they go someplace else, it could be a Starks. I don't see them going offensive lineman because it'd be Josh Simmons, and I really feel like Graham Barton. Their tackle that they just went out and got. I can't believe I'm losing the depth chart of the team that's in my own division. Barton, there we go. Center for the future. Tristan Wirfs, Cody Mock, Godecki, Ben Bredesen could be interesting swap, but you're not going to take a tackle like Josh Simmons or somebody like that and move them to guard, especially this high. You would wait and take a guard later, unlike the Cowboys. Again,
wouldn't Tampa Bay also be a landing spot for Mike Green as well, the edge?
I mean, right now they're rolling Kalijah Cansey and Logan Hall, so probably that would be pretty awesome if I'm not going to lie. I just feel like Jihad's the need. I mean, right now they're rolling with your linebackers are old Levante David, Yaya Diaby, and Anthony Walker Jr.
I got you. Nick, who you picked? Campbell? Matt, who you picking?
I had Campbell. I think this is going to be Campbell across the board because the other 2 key needs for them right now is cornerback, safety, edge, linebacker, and defensive tackle in that order. But I think when you look at the playmaking ability of Jihad Campbell, you just have to go with that, especially with the fact that I think that Levante David, this is going to be a swan song.
I'm on Campbell as well. So that's all 4 of us have Campbell.
You have access to all of it.
And we're at 19.
Whether you're
If anybody's coming to get a quarterback, well, it just depends on, because Pittsburgh at 21 is in the market, right?
Yeah, but the rumor is they're going to let a quarterback slide.
That's what I heard too, right? Did you hear that they like Howard in the later round?
Howard a lot. Especially in Pittsburgh, you could build a lot around him, especially with DK Metcalf. If you decide to keep Pickens, like you've got a really good team around that. And if you're going to take something here, you would take either interior or another edge rusher. Probably interior if you're the Steelers.
And they're only 2 picks away.
Yeah.
And if they were if they were to go interior, you got Derek Harmon right now. And then it's a little bit of a drop off.
Wide receiver Emeka Egbuka, Ohio State.
Is that the pick?
Yep.
For Tampa Bay.
Nobody was right. I can't believe they took a wide receiver.
That's crazy.
Does that mean they're oh wait.
Jay, who went? 20 more people are watching us.
Amika
What happened?
Abuka.
Okay, what happened the pick before it? The
Gray Zabel went the guy I picked, so I caught up with you, Isaac.
Ooh.
The score is now 16-16, and Mets got 10.
I'll let y'all answer that. I'm gonna get me some chips.
All right.
Ned, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm sucking, evidently.
Hey, we got a pick for Denver though.
I'm
Who
picking
we
like
think
Joe
Denver's going to take?
Schmo up in New York.
Hampton.
Denver's taking Omari and Hampton, right?
Hampton.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marion on that.
Hampton. Is Golden still
Burton would
available?
be pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Is Golden still available?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, this is perfect. He's gonna fall.
I'm gonna laugh when y'all take Josh Simmons.
God, I'm gonna
be so mad until he blocks Jordan Love from a concussion.
No,
I'm just gonna drop off the show if they take Josh.
They're gonna get Jonah Savanahe.
Dude, I'm not even joking.
He's good.
He's actually second. I want him.
Yeah, no, he's actually really good.
He's insane.
Okay, I got to go on Marion Hampton too, obviously.
Yeah, I mean it's
an obvious one. Thank you to almost 200 people for watching us.
Hey, thank you. 196. Thank you for watching us. I'll be right back.
Awesome.
Dang, nice guys. Keep kicking butt.
I see Denver. Denver could possibly go receiver here though too, couldn't they?
Tampa
and
and
cornerback.
Oh yeah, you said this one. Good pick.
No, do you think that Denver could go receiver?
If Denver passes on receiver, we're only 2 more picks away from Golden. And I don't think Pittsburgh's taking receiver. So if Denver passes on him, if he doesn't go at 22, Golden's going to be there for us. No joke. Like, seriously, we're 2 teams away. Pittsburgh's not taking Matthew Golden. Maybe because I heard Pickens is in trade rumors, but I doubt it. So if Denver doesn't take him,
I still feel Burton's better.
Be a good fit for him.
You like Luther Burton?
I like Burton better than Golden. I don't believe in Golden. Especially as a Packer.
I do like Luther Burton a lot.
I like the physicality. I definitely prefer the more physical wide receiver, I must admit. Bucs offense now includes Jalen McMillan, Emeka Egbuka, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Bucky Irving, Cade Otton, Baker Mayfield.
Good for the Seahawks that they got a guard, but I would have gone skill position, but they did need offensive line help, so it makes sense.
I'm really surprised Jihad is falling like this. It's got to be the injury concerns.
Yeah, it's got to be it. Sorry, guys, I'm hungry.
No, you're good.
Sure.
This is a good pick. Was that wait? Was that Tampa who took him?
Tampa Bay took Egbuka, and I was thinking,
why?
What's that?
They paid. I don't understand that. Okay, wait, hold on. Now I missed on the team. I'm getting a little.
Tampa Bay took Egbuka.
Why would you take Egbuka after you have McMillan?
Well, Godwin's getting up there, and Evans is up there. They've got 2 guys to replace. And
Evans is going to retire soon.
And Mayfield's doing well, so they're going to keep. They got to keep the receivers there. They have McMillan and Egbuka, right? And who else is there? Otton,
Evans, and Godwin.
Yeah.
Then, of course, running backs, you still have
you got the new guy,
Rashad White and Bucky Irving, and then Cade Otton at tight end.
Bucky Irving, right?
They've got a skill position group to be admired.
We all picked Hampton here for Denver. It seems like the obvious choice. What would be your second choice if not Hampton?
This would be so messed up. Steelers pass on Sanders, the Packers take him.
I'd be very surprised if it's not Hampton.
Me too. This is going to leave the Chargers to take Matthew Golden or get more offensive line help.
I'm gonna throw. I want to just throw something out there. If it's not Hampton, could it be Trevion Henderson in Sean Payton's scheme?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that
like
Just
actually,
throw it
that.
out there. Just throw it out there.
I could
Especially
see it.
coming off the Ohio State win. Yeah.
I think running back makes the most sense for them because they let Javonte Williams go. So what are they left with at running back?
Well, they
They don't
got
have
your
anything.
guy, Isaac. What's the rookie?
Estimate, but he's not
Estimate.
fast enough to be a long-term starter, I don't think. So
No.
you know that. I know he loves to run platoon like running back by committees, Sean Payton does, but you get that workhorse back, you're gonna make life so much easier for Drew Lock. Like this isn't just for the Packers so that receiver falls. It just makes more sense for Denver because they went out and they paid for a tight end. You still have Cortland Sutton. You got Troy Franklin last year if he develops. You could get a receiver a little later. I know running back's deeper, so you could argue Golden or Burden here, but I think running back makes more sense for Sean Payton. I do.
Speaking of the Broncos, here's Marvin Mims.
That's pretty cool.
Game worn jersey.
Nice.
I like
Yeah,
that,
pretty
man.
cool. Special teaser though.
And this is actually one of our lower shows in a while. We have 200 watching, but it's because the draft's on right now and a million people are doing this. So I want to say thank you to the 200 people. We appreciate
Awesome.
it.
I hope they're enjoying it.
Hopefully. Not necessarily comparing them, but people said Forte was not fast.
Does Amari Hampton fit into Peyton's
Yeah.
scheme? Does he fit it well?
I think he fits
Yeah.
in any team. I love him.
He's going to ask him to be more than just a wide or running back. He's going to ask him to be Taysom Hill essentially. So Hampton, you need a bigger, thicker running back as opposed to like waiting for a Scatabo.
I love Hampton too. Trust me, Isaac knows. I'm surprised he fit. I thought he was going to go in the teens.
I'm going to do one more little short because that Cowboys one hit like
this is just 20. So
I did a Cowboys one hit like 1,300 views. Nick knows YouTube better than I do, but all these little YouTube shorts are working.
Oh yeah, dude. Well, I found that if you do stuff on TikTok and then take that to YouTube Shorts, it does well.
You do it on TikTok and then you go to YouTube?
Yeah, like I'll post it on TikTok. Like my same post on TikTok as opposed to YouTube Shorts is like double.
What's funny is TikTok's been really working recently. Like I had.
So how do you do that? You post it on TikTok and then just do the same. Just post the same exact thing.
Yep,
that's what I've been doing, but I do it the opposite order, and TikTok has been killing it.
You got to flip it, Isaac. You got to flip it.
Yeah, I had one get last week at 58,000 views on TikTok.
Nice.
Another one got 17,000. This week one got 4,200 on TikTok. Yeah, I did. Which running back would you want from NFL history for?
Oh my God, Broncos don't go with anybody we picked.
Wow, who was it?
Jahdae Barron, cornerback, Texas.
Hey, all right. I mean, they already had an elite. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know.
I don't.
All right, we stay the same. Pittsburgh's on the clock. Number 21. I did have cornerback as a significant need for them, or one of the needs. But I didn't think they were going to go there.
I couldn't disagree, or I couldn't agree more. I think corner is a massive need, but you have the defensive player of the year at corner, so you go to take another one. I'm assuming it's to stop the Chiefs. It's to stop whoever the Chargers add. You're obviously worried about Ladd McConkey in division. Raiders have Brock Bowers, but they take a running back, so I don't know how corner is going to help there. I just don't love this, but it's obviously probably a really great pick long term for them. Stop the Xavier Worthy, stop the Rashee Rices from making it over the top.
Med, you having more fun than last year, Med?
Huh?
You having more fun?
And to
than
be
last
honest, this could have been their top cornerback in their room because this is the first cornerback to go in the draft.
No, we're going when we get to the Green Bay pick. That'll tell me if this was a good night or not.
What if they pick somebody actually useful?
Why would they do that? They're the Packers.
Thanks, Nick.
By the way, so Nick,
well, that's the problem.
We appreciate that, Nick.
Nick. So the TikTok thing was something I'm finding is if you ask an open-ended question and you make it all of NFL history, it works. I'll send you some stuff later. Like I did. So the
Oh.
question I asked was, which running back would any running back from NFL history for a 1-yard run to win a Super Bowl? That's the one that hit 58,000. The one that hit 17,000 was who's the hardest hitting player in NFL history. And then the other one that hit was I said, which quarterback would you want from a game-winning drive? That one hit 4,200. But you do NFL history or like questions where they can answer. That's when people throw comments on TikTok. You want it to be a question.
Okay. Everybody's up for Pittsburgh's pick. Let me know who you're taking.
Shedeur Sanders.
Derek Harmon.
Harmon.
Really?
Yeah,
Golden's
it's
gonna
not going anywhere
fall.
where I thought it would go, so it's got to be Derek Harmon.
Oh, I thought you knew it. Okay. No, I mean that
No,
makes
no.
sense. I'm going Shedeur.
Med, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Will Johnson.
I like that.
They got to get a quarterback. They got to get a quarterback. Either you take him now or you trade up for him in the second.
They don't have a second round pick.
That's true. You're right. You just can't roll with Mason Rudolph, man. He's not a starting quarterback.
What pick are we at? 21?
21.
Hey guys, really quick, I want to pause before the Packers are up because I'm going to get all like crazy in a minute. Thank you for a great season. We've had a blast. We'll be doing stuff with Nick and my dad next year. Med and I want to say thank you to everybody for this season because we're going to be done. Med might go to bed right after the Packer picks. This is very end of this long season. We had a blast with you guys. This was the most fun I've had podcasting in a year and a half. I've had a blast with him. Dad, thanks for hanging out. Nick, thanks for coming on twice.
It's fun.
The mock was a blast. What's been my most surprising thing in this first round is I don't
called
think
it.
Is it Harmon?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't get to pick.
Take Harmon.
I'm gonna go with Harmon. Can I go with Harmon?
Damn it! It's my bad for doing my speech, but I want to do it before the Packer pick because if it's somebody I hate, I'm gonna be all discombobulated and Med's gonna be laughing. So. Although I mean, your Bears took Loveland, but I don't feel like you're that upset about it. Actually,
I'm not it's not a bad pick, but it's not it's not what I wanted to see. I guess it's probably
the wrong tight end.
Yeah.
For what? For the Bears?
Yeah.
It was.
Oh no!
Would you rather have Tyler Warren or Loveland?
Colston Loveland is the pick. I know that you hate this in the moment, but I'm gonna look right at the camera. Okay, to all the Bears fans out there. Okay, we're right here.
We're right here.
If Tyler Warren is going to be a positive tight end in the future, it would never be with the Bears. He wanted a Sam Laporta. Ben Johnson wanted a Sam Laporta. You know what he got? Two Sam Laportas and Colston Loveland.
There you go.
Fantastic blocker, even better receiver. He is the pick. I promise you. Tyler Warren is going to be mid. Tyler Warren is closer to Kyle Pitts.
There's something about Tyler Warren. The name and the way he plays, I see a Hall of Fame player, like an elite player. I really do.
There was a knock about Tyler Warren is that whenever the ball was not coming towards him, he would take the play off.
All right, hey Nick, I'm going to ask you a favor on this one.
Wait, let's give your picks first before you do it.
Shedeur.
No, Pittsburgh. This is Pittsburgh went with Derek Harmon.
Oh, that's right. Okay, the Packer pick, Nick. Don't tell me before.
No, this is the Chargers.
I'm not going to say it. I won't say
Chargers are
about
up.
the Packers pick.
Chargers are going to go with. Damn, I hope it's not Matthew Golden. I think they go offensive. No, I think they go edge. I think it's Mike Green.
It would make sense. It blows my mind. If Mike Green makes it to like the Lions, it's over.
Man, who do you got?
The Packers and the Packers take him. I'm not going to be upset. They pick in 2 picks. If they skip on receiver to get Mike Green, I'm going to be ecstatic. I'm just saying it right now. I'm not
Matt, who do you got?
On him for Mike Green.
I'm looking.
Okay, Nick, who do you like?
Mike Green.
Yeah, I do. Because
he's got to go, man.
Packers, though.
No, this is the Chargers.
Sorry, the Chargers.
Chargers. I'm going Mike Green. They lost Bosa and Max getting old.
Yeah, they need to go edge.
And it fits the coach's scheme. He likes
Matthew Golden.
Yeah, I could see that too. I'm hoping not, but Burden still falls.
I don't.
So come on, Josh Simmons, go get him, Goody. I swear to God, if we go, the only position I'm going to be upset we go is some stupid reach at offensive line. That's the only thing that's going to piss me off. We could go safety. There's good ones. We could go linebacker. I'm not even going to be upset if we go linebacker. I'm just going to be pissed if we go offensive tackle. That's it. And it's a reach. I don't want it.
Josh Simmons wouldn't be a reach at this point.
Yes, but after last year, that's just solidifying that Jordan Morgan's a bust. That's going to piss me off more. You're right. Simmons isn't a bad player, but Morgan was a reach. That's
could you move Morgan to guard? Who's your guard? Let me go look at your offensive line.
We signed Banks. We got Newman at the other guard position. We got Jenkins to center, and we got Zach Tom at tackle.
Yeah, no, to be honest, Josh Simmons would be the better of the picks.
Yeah, but I'm hoping they don't listen to you.
I'm gonna go running back Hampton.
I know you do. Just I don't want.
I'm gonna go Hampton for the Chargers.
Hampton would be a top ideal pick for them.
That'd be a hell of a pick, dude. If Hampton falls to the Packers and they take him, oh my God, I'd be in heaven.
Packers are up
next. You have Jordan Love.
We have Josh Jacobs, and he's gonna fall off. I love him, but this is his career.
Then go get somebody later in the draft. Use this as a premium offensive line.
I agree. I just really love Omarion Hampton. You really want?
I can't. He's my running back one, so I can't say no.
Here's the problem: is we did struggle with pass protection last year, so I get the need. But with how bad we were at receiver and corner, receiver and edge, and how we have a question at corner with Jair, you got to hit one of those three positions. You can't spend on another freaking offensive lineman after doing it last year. Do it. I'm not going to be super ticked because I do like Simmons, but I just don't want it. I don't want it. But this Chargers pick is going to be really interesting because this is a team that if they do the right draft here could actually maybe contend this year. Harbaugh is building a pretty damn good roster there.
He already had a good roster. They just needed a coach.
Well, and they've makeshifted it. They've makeshifted it a lot, man. They've done a lot of moves. They got rid of their receivers. They got rid of an edge.
Just to update the score is 16 to 10. Nick, you came in too late. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna get it next year and I'm gonna dust everybody. Let's go. We're running it back.
Run it back.
Yep.
I'm pretty proud of
an interesting one that you were just talking about. They need edge rusher. Why not, if you're a Harbaugh guy, take the tackle for the next decade? You already have a left tackle in Joe Alt. You get either a tackle guard that you can work with for the next decade. Then later on, not only do you prioritize running back, but what's the chance that you guys could prioritize some other positions? Obviously, running back is going to be the main focus of the Chargers. They're going to run the heck out of that ball. Lad McConkey, you don't really need a deep threat, though having one obviously opens up the field. I just feel like offensive line is the way to go here. With the depth at running back in this draft, get the guy that's going to be with the team a decade. Even if he's your backup tackle for 1 year, play him at guard.
Yeah, and then maybe in the second round, come back and get a Trey Harris or Jaden Higgins.
Yeah, absolutely. Because Harbaugh's going to want big, strong wide receivers as well. So he's not going to want guys that don't want to engage. So that's why he went with Lad McConkey. He wanted a gamer. He wanted some guy to kind of go in there and go do that. So I think that works out for them. Obviously, the running back makes sense. Trevion Henderson, Omarion Hampton, Chargers all the way.
Mr. First Down
from the draft.
Oh, look. Someone's calling someone daddy.
Who?
I don't know who that is. I don't know. That's weird.
Must be talking to Mr. Tom.
Huh?
It's only daddy here.
Okay. Who do you guys? Oh, yeah, I'm sure you are.
He actually was. He did a post where he was sitting there and he was like, I'm a little inebriated, pretty much. I was like, yeah, he's got the Pabst Blue Ribbon. Keeping it real.
Speaking of, we were talking about TikTok a minute ago and stuff like that. Have you guys seen that LCD signs guy on TikTok?
Yes, the one in China.
Yes, I want to. I'm going to start a marketing style like his. That's 10 out of 10.
Oh, dude, he is funny as crap.
You have to send
Every
it to
time they come across, as soon as I see the tagline, I'm like, I'm watching this.
Okay. Igbuka went second receiver. Well, third if you count Hunter. That's interesting. That's
We don't
available.
count
Johnson,
Hunter.
Mike Green, Matthew Golden, Shador Sanders, Donovan Jackson. Jackson's a good pick too. Josh Emmons is not on that list, so don't take him.
Isaac, you don't want another offensive lineman?
Here's what Goody's going to do. He's going to take like the fourth best offensive lineman that's a second round grade in a reach. That's what he's going to do.
Right. Here, let me look at my. I'll look at my second page.
Give me a shitty lineman that we could have taken in the second or third round. Let's do
Ursary from Minnesota. He's not that shitty. He's not that shitty, but it would be a little bit of a reach there.
He's really good at the next level. Irisay or whatever.
No, actually,
that looks like a Packers pick right there.
Hey, Jeff Connerly. That's who we're gonna take. Jeff Connerly Jr. Let's take him.
That'd be a good pick, actually. All right, so Peter will asking a question right now. Okay, now past Pittsburgh are going to re-ask this. How far does Sanders fall? Tom, Nick, Isaac, and then I'll answer.
I'm out the first round. I don't think a team is trading back in for Sanders.
It'll be at the top of the second round tomorrow.
I think there's a chance Tyler Shuck goes before Sanders because of that whole interview debacle. And that's saying something because I don't believe in Tyler Shuck at all.
What about Jackson Dart? Where does he go?
He's next.
The rumor's the Giants at the top of the second. He has so many connections to not only Joe Shane and the Giants, but also the organization with the Mannings being an Ole Miss player and the HC Brian Daboll.
What I love is that
the Giants might need to try to trade up about 4 or 5 picks into the first to get Dart.
It shows you what the GM's
I'm not sure. What do you think, Nick? Sorry, Isaac.
No, you're good. I was interrupting. You're good.
I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Sanders is a top quarterback. In my opinion, I've been calling him Shadur Manning.
The Chargers just ran out of time, guys.
That's happened before, by the way.
They got the pick in the very last second. Like they ran their clock out. Yeah, it has happened. I was thinking.
That means does that mean they're undistinct? They had to.
Yeah, they had to.
They're undecided.
But no, going back to the Shadur, I genuinely believe in Shadur. Again, I keep comparing him to Sanders. To Manning, because I really feel like New York could be a great place. You got Malik Neighbors, amazing defense now. You go to take him at the top of the second after adding Abdul Carter, and then you go roll with it. Yeah, he's a second-round quarterback, but I actually have the thought process that it's better to go and get them in the second or later rounds, especially if they're not top-flight quarterbacks. I feel like if you're taking them in the first round, you're overdrafting quarterbacks in a lot of situations. The reason why I say that is because right now, if you're the Packers, right, how many years did Jordan Love sit?
3.
Okay, so if he's coming into it the 4th year, he's now a starter as essentially a 3-year red-shirted rookie. When I go to pay him, I'm paying him money, which means his first contract is, sure, it's $200 million, but it's far less than the probably $350 he's going to get. If you were the Giants years ago with Daniel Jones, first year's good, second year's 3 year still going down, I don't have to pay him. And even then, I would have paid him early, and I probably could have gotten him at 32, 34 over across 4 years instead of paying him 40 by waiting that extra year. That 5th year option, I feel like just makes it worse.
Interesting.
Especially, again, if you're not taking a Caleb Williams at 1. I'm talking about everybody else that takes quarterbacks.
I'm jealous of my dad.
The teams that move into the bottom of the first round to grab their quarterback, you know.
I think me and Matt are jealous of my dad.
It's what you're talking about, Nick, right?
It's 10:30 in Med's time, and it's 9:30 here. I'm starting to. This always happens.
Yep.
I get excited by the time the Packers
who did you
pick.
pick?
I'm like,
I picked Hampton.
You were right.
Oh, nice.
Dad took the lead. Damn, I almost went with Hampton. Good pick. Great pick.
God, yeah, he gets his running back, Omarion Hampton. I didn't believe in him before, but man, if I believe in him,
I gotta make a video on that one. All right, I'll be right back. This will be quick.
Okay. And Green Bay is on the clock.
This one, I told him I won't spoil, so I'll be
You better
quiet.
go do that dance. You better go do that dance.
It's not going to be Golden. It's going to be an interior offensive line one.
Isaac wants Golden so bad, and he's there.
He is there.
It's just
Will
not in
Johnson,
the Packers'
Packers
DNA.
corner.
It's not in their DNA.
No, they're going to go and get Jared Wilson.
No, that's not worth it.
I know. I just want to see
Go
him.
get. Did Will Johnson already go?
No,
Will
No.
Johnson's the Packers pick. Then that's my pick.
you got Will Johnson.
That's
I'll
good.
go Will Johnson. If it's not Simmons, it's Will Johnson. So I'll go with Will Johnson.
Okay.
Matthew Golden. Let's go.
Isaac
What about
says
you, man?
Golden.
Let's go. They're not going to do it.
Give
I'm
me
gonna pick who I
Jahad
want.
Campbell because he could actually rush.
Thank you.
Oh, of course he could. I'm taking Matthew Golden. I'm hoping I get this right, and then me and my dad are tied, and we got to stay on for one more pick and see if one of us can win. I love this
Jihad
pick.
Campbell.
I love this pick for the Chargers. I really do. This is great.
Do too.
He fell to
Nick, you
22,
got
dude.
Will Johnson, the cornerback. Isaac, you got Golden, linebacker. Jihad Campbell for Med.
Hey, I'm not upset
And
about
I am
Johnson.
gonna go. I'm gonna go. I don't know where I'm going yet. I'm gonna go somewhere.
Oh, here's somebody's reaction. I just want to say Harbaugh and Joe Horowitz keep embarrassing themselves. You have no receivers other than Ladd McConkey. You just signed Najee Harris, and now this.
No, I love this pick for him because they solidify a two-headed monster in that backfield, and it's Jim Harbaugh. He's gonna pound it down their throats.
And now
Yep, he's going to run the heck out of that ball.
Yeah.
And now he's got
Probably
the running
more than
backs.
anybody else.
Good for him. And
I
now
didn't want
Ladd's gonna
that
be open.
actually because I have Najee Harris and my dynasty, so I was hoping they wouldn't take Omarion, but
They might
Omarion's a
wanna
good fit there. I'm gonna go with Matthew Golden here for the Green Bay Packers.
I'm gonna have to trade up for the number 2 spot, Dad. What you want? Let's talk trade right now. What do you want for number 2?
Isaac, the
I want to get him
score,
wearing in Hampton.
the score right now is 18 for me,
Yeah,
16 for Isaac,
Yeah.
10 for Med.
I'm just happy I got double digits now.
I'm just
At
ticked
this
that I
point
haven't
already.
gotten a pick. I haven't gotten a pick right in 4 picks.
I just
now.
know Green Bay's. They don't think they're gonna go receiver here. But
I'm gonna just hope
Ah,
it's Golden
my-
fell to us. We just do it.
he
if
did
they
fall.
Wait, the Packers
Look at
pick
the
is Cam Scatabo? No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
My dad would actually love that.
I like Cam Scott.
That would be a
Not
massive overpay.
That would be
Yeah,
a
it'd be
massive
overpay.
overpay, though. You can't do that.
You guys pass. If you guys pass on Travion Henderson for that, I would physically go fight Gutekunst
So-
for you.
Nick, the next time I see you, probably it won't be for a few months. I'll send you some of the stuff that's working this weekend or next
Sure.
week. Because that video, that one I did the Instagram on TikTok, it also got over 20K on Instagram. That was my first one. So asking like I just started doing it, but asking questions is a really good way to get engagement.
I'm gonna have to focus on it. I've been doing the live stream every day now, so I'm doing starting tomorrow. It extends out to a full 2-hour live stream starting at 9 a.m. every day. So
Nice.
five days a week I'm doing that, and then I do the edits in the afternoon and everything like that. So yeah, this is just one of the things that I got to start doing is the shorts and everything like that. Because today I put out 2 of them, and they did decently well. But I really haven't gotten into TikTok. I really haven't gotten into Instagram.
Nice.
Just because once I start adding stuff, like I run 2 Twitter accounts, the YouTube channel. I clean my house. I also have a job, so it's like there's only so many hours in the day. Plus, I have a wife, so
Yeah, I've been.
And she
that's-
loves this, don't she?
this one's not too bad. She's already been in bed for like the past 2 hours, so it's not the worst. But my wife also goes to the office, so when I'm here at the house streaming, I got this place all to myself. Obviously,
There
this
you go,
is
man.
my entire room, but
So are we in the cave? The man
Maybe.
cave?
oh yeah, it's just the other bedroom. I've been setting it
Okay.
up. I actually got some cool stuff in here. I just got it delivered today. Oops.
What you got, bro?
Being a Carolina Everything fan, I got something that's going up on that wall, and I actually got it to put up because it's the assigned poster of every player from the original Charlotte Sting WNBA team.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
So that one's going to go up there because the Sting might be coming back, and I also have a first ever Carolina Panthers game signed ticket from Frank Reich
Dude.
The tight end right then, I cannot remember his name, and I want to say one of the wide receivers then as well from
Wesley
that first
Walls?
game. Huh?
Was it Wesley Walls?
No, it wasn't. I gotta look it up. I literally was just looking at it before because I'm like, literally got to buy a frame to put it up. I'm gonna put it up right there.
Okay. Yeah, my buddy actually got me something. Hold on.
Pete Metzler's. There we go. Trying to pull it up. Yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Whenever it shows up, it's just signed. Panthers Falcons first game.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, I thought it was really cool. It wasn't anything too crazy. It's not like I broke the bank trying to get it. So it's got Reich, Don Beebe, and Pete Metzler's there.
Oh yeah, y'all did have Pete. I remember.
I'm a big
I
Frank Reich
I
fan.
can see the Packers going with Mike Green here too.
Yeah, I like Mike Green.
Oh, I love Mike Green. Do you guys?
125,000 people are at the draft.
Wow.
Somewhere in that mess right there is
That's
Mr. First Down.
The Eagles are attempting to trade to number 23.
Nice.
Don't.
Howie
They're not
Roseman
trade
wants
out of this.
Howie Roseman
Wanna
wants
get some
James
sleep.
Pierce Jr.
I want to get some sleep.
That'd be great for the Eagles.
You know what else would be great for? This stream, because it means that Isaac can't go nowhere.
Right. It's gotta stay.
I can't get
I'm gonna
sleep.
keep
is
him
what it
locked in
means.
that couch for the rest of the night.
All couch all the time. But this is what my buddy got me, an actual Chicago Bears helmet that was off their practice squad. I was
That's
like,
so cool.
dude, it's
Get the
going
receiver,
somewhere
dude.
behind.
Dude, I love that for you guys.
Get a
I
receiver,
want to get
get
one
an edge.
too. I want to get a signed helmet. I even thought about getting a signed pylon, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's all signed by Frank Reich too, just to piss off all the Panthers fans.
I thought Frank Reich. I mean, you're talking about the guy who has the
The
biggest-
pick is in. They didn't make the trade?
No, thank
I
God.
can't.
Don't say anything.
It's Josh Simmons, isn't it? It's
Think
Josh.
Kazani's walking up. No, it's
I want to
something.
see it. I want to see it. Okay, I want to see it. What's the reaction? I'm going to mute myself.
In fact,
Mute yourself.
Okay, they're walking up.
Side note: I wish I could turn it up so I could hear them announce it at the same time.
Peter, you're hilarious. Jackson Dart. Bite me. Mark Murphy. You better made a good pick, bud.
Come on, Goop.
Two-time Super Bowl champion and Packers president and CEO Mark Murphy.
Murphy's going to announce it.
Does he have to walk out on the stage?
Don't muck this up. There's so many good players here.
I already know the pick, so it's going to be beautiful.
it's going to be Nick Carlton.
That'd be okay. Murphy's funny. He's about to retire too. 223 people don't let me down. Be nice to me. Go on.
Isaac takes this so you take it so personal.
It's going to be
they're
so
making
good.
Will Johnson will be okay. Mike Green, Matthew Golden. Come on. Something good.
Jaden Higgins.
He's asking so many questions. Just announce a dang pick.
Can you keep the water open while you react?
It's Josh freaking Simmons. I swear to God.
Is it Justin?
Don't be Josh. You want to be a 14-time champion, make the right pick.
Good God, this is the most painful. Like literally, it's starting. Oh God, I gotta listen to it
Receiver!
the second time.
Yes. I just woke kids up. Matthew Golden. Yes.
Is it? I still don't have
Golden.
it on my TV.
Yep, wide receiver Matthew Golden out of Texas headed
really
to
happy.
Green Bay. They get their burner.
He even said for the first time since 02, they made the splash. Oh, I'm gonna make a yes. Misty even messaged me. Hey, we got to meet with Mr. Med before we go on hiatus. Sometime soon. Just fill him in with all the stuff.
Oh, that's
I
right.
can hang out for
How
a
long
little
you guys going on hiatus for?
I'll be back in late July, but I'll still be doing shorts and stuff. But I promised the wife I'll be back in late July with our dynasty draft. I know, but you'll still see me. I'll be making shorts when they do the schedule release. I'm gonna go through and predict wins over the teams like win losses for all 32. Then I'll do a little bit of fantasy stuff, but yeah, you'll still see me. I'll be doing shorts and some short videos.
Oh, the rumors are that people are going to try and advocate for the Packers now to bring Rodgers behind Jordan Love, since he can't be a starter anywhere.
I got to do a video. I'm excited. Hold
Who's your Minnesota picks, really quick?
Malachi Starks.
Will Johnson.
Isaac says Johnson. I'm sorry.
Nick,
I think it's going. Oh, go.
I was going to say you went with Starks just to put a little bit of flavor in this gumbo.
Look at Mike. Mike's
Nick
watching. Mike's
safety?
watching. Mike.
Nick Uminori.
That's my dad's brother right there.
Mr. Mike.
Mike Eminwari or Nick Eminwari. Mike. Nick Eminwari makes sense. I like that one too. But Will Johnson, I'll be right back. I got to do. I'm excited.
Watch the Eagles trade up here and take James Pierce.
I mean,
they're apparently really
sense
trying to go after him. So
I was going to say the Vikings only have like four picks. Oh, he muted it this time, so I can't talk to him.
He's losing his mind over there. Look at that.
It's like he lost his virginity for the first time again.
The Packers lost their wide receiver virginity, we'll say.
I didn't dance, but I made a great video. I'll send it to you. I literally say
I'm going to see it in about 5 seconds. You don't have.
I need you to teach people how to Dougie.
I'm going with cornerback Johnson.
I'm so freaking happy.
Hey, look, Matthew Golden just got picked by the Green Bay Packers.
Dude, this is great. I know he had less than 1,000 yards, but he's going to be our freaking number one. Dude, we had to get a receiver. Now, edge rushers deep. We can go hit edge. We can go hit corner. We can go get an offensive line. This is the dude we needed. Watson.
You know that Good is going to sit there and give you 2 more receivers.
Hey, if we go get Ty Felton later on
One more
and
receiver.
Jayden Higgins, I'm not. If we go double down and get another
Receiver
receiver
all the way down.
I'm okay with it. I don't love our receivers. Do it. I really don't care. Seriously.
Oh, Vikings pick is in. Who is it?
Will Johnson.
No.
I'm going Johnson.
I
gotta go different than my dad. I'm gonna go Eminwari. I'm pivoting. I gotta catch up to dad. If I get this right, then we have to do one more because we're tied. He's two.
You still got to do one more then because you guys all got it wrong.
Damn it.
So you got it right.
Who? Me?
Yeah.
No. Somebody else got it right.
Who is it?
It's Donovan Jackson, offensive lineman.
Oh, good. They need it.
They need it, but that was a little bit early.
They're doing it to protect JJ McCarthy because I bet they're trying to insulate themselves from Rodgers. Hey, he's coming off the ACL injury. He's not going to get hurt. I don't need you here. If you're coming here as a backup, not as the starter. And I think that's really that pick. Because otherwise you'd be like, hey, I know how to get away from I'm elusive enough. And all this 21-year-old kid's coming off the knee injury. Like, I could see this being the reason to.
This video's going to blow up, Dad. I just uploaded it. This is going to blow up. Every time I do a Packer video, it blows up.
Good.
That's good.
Dude, I'm so freaking happy. Med, I hope you're having fun. Are you having fun, Med? Are you having a good time? Are you having a good time? We finally got some speed at receiver. I just like that we took a chance. And
Houston, who's your Houston picks? I'm going with I'm actually going with Simmons here. Josh Simmons.
I don't know if I'm going to stay on for the whole
Offensive
list
tackle.
at first, but I'll stay on for a couple more.
I'm going Simmons. I don't know why.
I still like Simmons as well. It's
think
very
Simmons-
surprising that he's sliding this far. Him and Mike Green.
Is he the best tackle left?
Josh Simmons is, yeah.
Probably.
The sources are the Giants are trading back into the first round.
This
Okay,
is for
Shador.
Jackson Dart.
Will be a quarterback then, most likely.
Ooh, is it Dart or is it Sanders? Or,
Dart.
It's not Chuck.
For sure.
Okay, I'll go Dart if they do.
The
if
Giants
it's
have traded
Houston-
up to the 25th pick.
It's Jackson Dart.
Yeah, it's got to be. There's no way they take Sanders here. If they do,
Matt, are you unanimous on this? You Dart?
I think I'm gonna go with Dart.
Mike's watching. I love this. Thanks, Mike.
I'm
Appreciate you
Dart.
watching.
you know what? Since you guys have something invested with it, I'm going to go Sanders. You guys can take Dart.
All right. Hey,
Fine, I'll go
Isaac,
Shador.
tell.
I'm gonna go Shador just so I can catch my dad if I'm right. Because if I lose, I'm out.
It's
So,
definitely Dart. But
Shador.
hey,
I'm
text
just different.
text Mike for me and tell him I can't respond because on podcast on my phone.
Okay, I'll tell him. Hold on.
If you don't mind.
I got you.
I'm just getting Minnesota's pick right now.
Yeah, like I said, I get it from an insider on Twitter.
That's the way to go.
For something like this, yeah.
You find, yeah.
To be honest, now, like all the betting odds and everything, the picks are already in. You couldn't make the betting anyways. So getting it a minute early really doesn't change anything, but
No, but it's nice.
I'm so happy we took Golden. I had a feeling they were going to make a splash because it's in Green Bay. So there you go. We did it. Med, I'm ecstatic. You don't.
I'm ecstatic for you.
I'm happy for you. I like Loveland. It was a good pick. If he's better than
I think you're
Warren,
going to
that
like
actually could be
Loveland a
great.
lot more than Warren.
Loveland's
after
going to
this
grow
season's
on
over.
you. He's going to grow on you.
No, I mean he was productive in Michigan. It's just like I said, it wasn't
The tight end you thought.
I wasn't really high on tight end, but it is what it is. I understand why they did it.
Pulse has been mostly hitting recently.
Man, that Justin Jefferson jersey was.
Jason,
Oh, that was the Texans pick?
what's up, bud?
So the Texans get $34.99 and a 2026 third in return for trading down from 25 to 34.
So they wanted to come up to get their quarterback of their choice.
25 to 34.
Yeah.
Sorry, Isaac.
Wow. No, you're good. It's okay.
That's a good thing. That tells me they're probably going offensive line. And with all the guys that have already gone off, there's going to be a big run on the other guys, the safeties and the corners, I feel like. And of course, Mike Green, whenever he decides to go. If Mike Green is like a Baltimore Raven or a Detroit Lion, this is going to be a problem.
That'd be perfect. I think Baltimore is actually the perfect place for Mike Green.
McMillan's value.
The Lions, though.
Somebody made a good point on Twitter. Jalen McMillan's value kind of took a hit because they took Igbukah. That kind of hurts me.
I disagree. Godwin and Evans will both be gone by training camp of next year.
They paid Godwin quite a bit. I don't know if it was all the guaranteed money was up front, though.
Let's see.
That's my only concern. They paid a lot to Godwin.
Check this out. Check this out on my
Jackson Dart goes
draft
25.
sheet.
There you go.
Jackson Dart. Dad, you won. Nice. I don't think I'm going to stay out for the last 7. Sorry.
Hey, real quick. Godwin's deal is a 62 dead cap this year if they cut him. It's only a $12 million hit this year. It's a $33 million next year where he's a 30-year-old wide receiver.
Here's the thing, though. He was really good.
Coming off injury.
Correct. But next year, Mike Evans will walk off into the sunset most likely. Chris Godwin will be your quote-unquote 1. He'll probably be your 2 or 3 by then. Igbukah or McMillan will either take the 1 position, and then whoever's doesn't take 1 or 2 takes 3. You still have Bucky. You still have Rashad White. You still have a good offensive line. Baker's still under a good contract.
The Igbukah pick is good.
The Jackson Dart betting line was 24.5.
I'm tweeting right now.
Are you doing one more pick or no?
Yeah, one more.
I want to see the Ravens pick, if I'm going to be honest.
That's actually what I'm waiting for. I want to see what they do.
I just don't think I
Yeah.
can stay for the whole thing. I got a long day tomorrow. I've got another show tomorrow with Jones. Nick, if you want to hop on for a little bit. Dad, if you want to hop on. It's my last one. That'll be my last show. But Jones wants to do one. We're going to talk a little NBA, though, too, because he's a big NBA
I'm
guy.
down. Rams
Where
are going to
does
take
Sanders
Shahad,
come in? That is the question.
or do Rams go pass rusher?
I think Sanders goes top of the second. Nick, Peter made a good point. You were here when he compared Loveland to Antonio Gates. You like that comp?
I do. Antonio Gates is a pretty solid one. I feel like the current comp is Sam Laporta. I feel like Tyler Warren is closer to Brock Bowers, but to be honest, Brock Bowers is a better receiver than Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
I'm going with Campbell at linebacker for
Yeah,
this
you know,
next
Peter, I was going to ask you for tonight, but I was trying to keep it at 4. If you want to hop on, Peter, for a little bit, that'd be cool. We'll probably
Matt, who
to
you
NBA
got?
like halfway through.
What's up?
What do you got for the Rams?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with my draft. I'm gonna say Jared. Well, no, Jared already got picked up. Fuck.
Jahad Campbell's not gone yet, right?
Nope.
I'm going Jahad Campbell for the Rams.
Okay, that's 2 Campbells. Nick, who you got?
That is their biggest need too.
It is. He just makes sense.
Yeah, I'll go with Jahad.
Jackson Dart to the Giants after
I'm
landing Abdul Carter. What did they trade for this pick?
I'm going to go Ezeraku from Boston College.
Hey,
to the
Nick,
Rams.
what did the Giants give up to move up here? Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Giants gave up 34, which is their high second. They gave up. Let me see the rest of it.
A third this year and a third next year. It's on the screen now.
The score right
Falcons
now
are moving back. Falcons just traded back into the first round at number 26.
Oh, okay.
That's Shador. No,
Falcons?
No, they have Penix.
That's Mike Green
The Falcons.
This is for Mike Green.
or
That
James
is Mike
Pierce.
Green. Yeah, no, you're right. I was thinking. I forgot that.
I like James Pierce more with them, with it being a 4-3.
Wow, we got 2 trades up in a row in the first, back from the second into the first.
All right, we got to we can repick our picks now because it's Atlanta. So what do you guys think Atlanta's going to take here?
I'm gonna go James Pierce on this one.
I'm gonna probably
Pierce?
boogie after this next pick. I'm sorry to bounce on you guys, but she had a rough
I'm gonna
day.
go
I
Mike Green.
want to get some sleep. I'll keep following this on Twitter.
Edge
Sorry
is
about
Pierce.
So they trade back from 25 to 34. Texans get 34, 99, and a future third.
Next year's third, yeah.
No, Atlanta already got Jalen Walker, the linebacker.
Good for Jackson Dart. He gets some weapons
Isaac, I need your pick
for Rams.
for Atlanta.
Oh, that's right, Atlanta.
They already got
Dart.
Jalen Walker.
Good for him.
Could this be Will Johnson though?
It could be. I'm gonna go Green. It just makes sense.
Or we talked about safety earlier.
Johnny Barron is available, right? Am I wrong? He's fallen, right?
Barron's gone, I thought.
Where
Yeah,
is
gone.
Barron? Who took Barron? You sure?
No, he's gone. I can't remember who got him though.
Hold on, I'll pull it up. Hold on, I got you.
Hold on.
I thought he went, but I don't remember.
Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
The Broncos took Barron?
Yeah. That's why they went double corner, which I didn't understand.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was weird. I still don't understand that either. I guess they just want to have the best freaking defense in the NFL, and they've got one of the best defenses already.
Why did they trade back up here?
That's weird. Can you imagine if the Packers trade back up for an edge? That'd be sick.
Packers trade back up for Shadur Sanders.
If the Packers trade up and get Mike Green, I'm gonna be over the freaking moon. Seriously. I'm already happy. That would just make me like
Atlanta traded back up here.
Problem is we'd have to trade up like 28 picks. I don't think it's gonna happen. Hairston Dad is still available too. I know you like him.
I know. Atlanta traded back up. What did you know?
I think it's Campbell.
Safety or edge? Go
No.
edge.
I
right
got
there.
Green. I got Green here.
Nick, who do you picking?
Malachi Starks.
What did they pick earlier? The Falcons took Walker.
They already got Walker.
That's a hell of a pick.
I'm gonna go with a safety. I prefer having Malachi Starks. I'm not an Emin Worry fan or anything like that. I'm not a
Emin Worry
Nick
would be
Thornton.
good.
Is he the other one, or is he an edge? Whatever the other safety is, I don't care about him. To be honest, my dream scenario for a team is to take both Penn State safeties.
I think Emin Worry would make a lot of sense. I know you don't like him, Nick, but Starks I like too. But I just think edge makes more sense. Their pass rush, Ned said it, I don't know if it was before you came on. They've had like barely over 20 sacks a season for the last 7 years. They got to fix this pass rush.
Here's the trade details. Falcons get 26 and a third rounder. Rams get 46, a 2026 first from the Falcons, and a 2025 seventh.
This has got to be the edge, Green.
You gotta make this count if you're giving up a first.
Who did everybody have again?
I picked Green.
I said James Pierce.
I think I'm gonna stay on for the
Matt
Lions
said
pick.
Pierce.
I think I'm gonna go get ready for bed. I'm gonna make this Lion. I'm gonna come back and watch the Ravens and Lions picks.
And Nick, you said Starks.
Yeah, Med is right.
Med, are you good with that? Or I don't know if you want to stay. It's
I'll do up to Detroit because I know that as soon as I'm done, the string
Dad,
goes.
we're gonna.
Nick, did you say that he was picked?
Yeah, Jets, Pierce to the Falcons.
I'm gonna go brush my teeth in a minute. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Get ready
Fantastic
for bed,
pick.
Hey man, go ahead, freshen up that breath, man.
Absolutely fantastic pick. Dart is the way to go. Next one at
Atlanta.
okay. If you're the Ravens, cornerback is a major concern. Will Johnson is sitting right there. But your other need is defensive tackle. Do you just bite the bullet and get somebody?
I don't know, man.
Wait, didn't Nolan already go off the board?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
I was about to say Walter Nolan, but no, never mind. That's right. He's a
Yeah, I got
Cardinal.
a subscriber on YouTube from this. That's always fun.
Yeah, I would probably say Will Johnson this pick, especially since Pierce is gone. Unless you go Mike Green, edge is not a main concern for the team apparently.
Yeah, I know I'm stuck on it, but their pass rush is so weak. Don't get me wrong, you've got other needs on that roster, but I feel like it was like the Packers. You have two glaring needs. You gotta hit this here to trade up.
I don't disagree. James Pierce, in my opinion, is going to be one of the best edge rushers in the class.
No, I agree with that.
James Pierce.
We're on Baltimore. We're on Baltimore.
Yeah.
Isaac
James Pierce Jr. There you go. James Pierce. Nice.
Isaac, what's your pick for Baltimore?
I'm thinking Will Johnson. What are you thinking, Nick?
Yeah, it's Will Johnson or Mike Green. I'm going to go Will Johnson.
I'm going to go Johnson
Nick,
for the
Nick
Ravens.
says Johnson. Matt, who do you got? Take your time. I'm gonna go Josh Simmons, the offensive tackle.
I think that's the best pick, Tom.
Thanks.
I'm gonna go Mike Green.
Mike Green,
He's
good.
the position of need for sure. You always, I'm always going to say offensive linemen and defensive linemen are the way to go. Offensive linemen, of course, more, but
right. Matt, you picked up a point on us. 23-19 to 14.
I'm watching all the pictures of James Pierce Jr. as a kid. He literally has not changed.
Nope.
Like his face from time he was a kid to all the way up. I like him. He has a great explosion, and he, like, whenever you watch him play, when he's putting work on the offense tackle, he doesn't do the same move twice. Like he switches it up. He'll go outside.
He's got a full bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially in that system, like it's going to work out well.
Yeah, the two players I was really high on that if he would have actually made it, Mike Green and both James Pierce, I mean that'd be a nightmare scenario.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, after this pick, I'm gonna jet out. I still gotta write an article before I go to bed.
Oh shit.
Okay, it's just about my Panthers. It shouldn't take long.
I know you're not big on the Jalen Walker pick, but with this pick,
These two together, yes.
yeah,
This helps because you're going to play Jalen Walker in a linebacker / backup edge role.
Yeah.
So he'll be out on the field a lot. So guys are going to have to really quickly identify what Walker is doing. So he's going to be probably your Mike, probably your linebacker 1, if I'm going to be honest, on the depth chart. And again, if you're going to put him in there, you're putting him as edge 2/3. So they're going to want to get another edge later on probably. But now you at least addressed it and got a dominant edge in Pierce.
Yeah.
One of the things I always tell people is when you're drafting, like say, for example, in the Bears, see who's drafting in your division. Like in my division, I've got some solid players going in there. Even though I'm not a big Jalen Walker fan, a lot of people seem to love him. So I might be missing something. But talking about like somebody else, say, for example, in my NFC South, starting tackle going to the Saints with Kelvin Banks, Emeka Egbuka, one of the best wide receivers going in division, Jalen Walker and James Pierce both going in division. Like that, those are some solid guys that we're going to have to see on a regular basis. So
I'm not, as far as Kelvin Banks, I was not really high on him. I mean, he didn't do anything that really wowed you. I mean, he wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. And I don't really think the 9 spot was really, I thought it was a little bit of a reach personally, because
I agree.
Whenever you watch him play, he's a better pass blocker than he is a run blocker. But yeah, it wasn't like what you saw with Tyler Booker, where he would basically just knock him to the ground, or Josh Simmons, who was great at pulling. There was, I guess, jack of all trades, master of none. So
yeah, and I completely understand that. There's
I saw more towards 20.
The problem is you're paying for that tackle premium.
Yeah.
And people aren't willing to go with the later tackles and really believe in them, because there's a kid coming out of Kansas. Let me go find it. Hold on. Kansas football NFL draft. There's a kid coming out of Kansas that absolutely will blow people away at the next level. Logan Brown, 6'6", 315. He's rated 2 points less than Devin Neal, the best rated player on their team. And he played tackle at the highest level. Now, when I go down to look at his snaps, he played over 1,000 snaps.
Oh man,
he's rated above Alex Leatherwood.
Like the Pierce pick. Sorry, I know I'm late to the party here.
No, you're fine. I was just saying, there's so many people later on, and this kid's 150th pick. Like, you can get a tackle later on if you're willing to develop. But a lot of these guys just need to drop them in, and Kelvin Banks is good enough to do it in the NFL, but do it at an all-pro level, probably not.
No.
Now we can do it in the now we can get him in the second round.
He's a starter.
Matt, how you doing, man? I know it's 11.
You gotta make your picks though. Ravens. Who are the Ravens taking?
I said
I got Simmons, the tackle.
Dad, what's the score? How much are you up by?
Isaac, you got cornerback Johnson, and Med, you got Mike Green, and then Nick, you got Johnson, the quarterback.
What's our scoreboard, Dad?
Scoreboard
we were all wrong.
Oh, wait, Nick, what is it?
Who did Matt? If I told you right now they took best player available, who would you say not name Will Johnson?
Green.
No, Green was the one I picked.
Jihad Campbell.
I love Jihad, but it's not Jihad. It's somebody that we both love. He's our darling.
Luther Burden.
Nope. Malachi Starks goes to the Baltimore Ravens.
Good.
You know, I actually like that.
That makes sense.
He could play 3 levels, and if you really need him to play corner, he could. But
would you call him a poor man's Ed Reed?
Ed Reed? Yeah, I knew it. I knew you were going there.
I mean,
hey, they needed a safety. They needed help on D. If they want any chance to compete with Buffalo and KC, they got to improve on defense. That's what killed them against Buffalo. They're not going to win a title until they get better on that side.
Well, that's the thing. So many of these teams are focusing on 2 things: stopping the run or stopping the pass. The teams that aren't are already good at those things. The Packers can do that for the most part.
Yeah, they're better at it last year.
Is this our last? Is this our last pick?
Phillies.
This
that's
is the last one, yes, because it is 11:10 where I'm at.
Detroit is up.
Yeah, Dad. So my dad's at the 8 o'clock zone. Man, yeah. He's in Arizona.
And then Nick already said he had to do piece. By the way, Nick, go ahead and if you want, thank you for all 242 people that are watching right now. Nick, go and plug your stuff real quick.
Sure, guys. You know what? No, I'm not going to plug me. You already see the tag right here. If you want to come find me, I'm right there. I want to plug you guys. Fun Football Pod. I know they're going on a little bit of a hiatus, but these are the guys to watch. Okay, they need to go put out stuff. I don't care if he has to hide in a closet from his wife. I don't care if he has to go to the toilet at a Safeway. I don't care what he has to do, but we got to get more Isaac, even if it's just for 10 minutes a week. We need visitation rights. Okay, visitation rights.
So I will do my videos in the car.
Perfect. There we go. We're switching up the format, but no, don't even, my name's been there. Whatever side it is, I changed my mirroring, so right there. Don't even worry about it. I'm super here. I'm super excited. Like I said, I hope to run it back next year with you guys. If anybody needs anybody for fantasy football, hit me up.
Yes.
I need 50 leagues. I'm still trying to find more teams.
On my Friday show, I'm going to be talking a lot more fantasy this year because I'm in Dynasty, and I'm going to be doing some Dynasty stuff with my dad. We're going to be doing our draft in July. If I don't have enough people like in the actual draft, if you want to join us,
you call me and I'm on my way.
Well, so here's
Dynasty especially.
The league is full, but if you want to join for the draft and help out, that'd be great. We actually might, if we expand, we might need people for the. So here's what we're trying to do. We've got a 12-man league full. Okay, Ned knows this. We're trying to. That's an NFC. We're trying to fill 12 men in the AFC. Have 2 separate leagues that have prizes, but like a huge overarching prize for the winners from each. They play each other in a Super Bowl. Like we just use their points, and then that person gets an extra $1,000 because it's the $200 buy-in. So if we decide to expand, I'll let you know.
If you're going to expand, just do a 32 team and make it interesting.
I'd be down. My first year when I was 10 years old, we had 28 guys in one big league. I actually won it. My first year, I was 10 years old. 28 teams. I beat my uncle. He was pissed. I had a bunch of like one-year wonders. He had Terrell Davis, and he had 29 yards in that game. I went back and looked it up. He had 29 yards in that 1998 MVP season. I had Tim Batuka and like a bunch of like guys that were not good. Yeah, I had a bunch of guys that were not good past that season. I told the story. We had a guy who wrote the book History of Fantasy Football, and he's actually adding that story in because he thought it was so cool in his book. Yeah, he's really cool. I liked him a lot.
That's awesome.
I'm actually gonna tell you something about him later, Med, after we get off the air.
Let's get our detour picks in last but not least. I'm gonna go with the quarterback, Johnson.
Mike Green.
I'm
just going to keep saying Mike Green until somebody picks Mike Green.
It's a bit ridiculous that he's fallen this far after 17 and a half sacks.
But he makes sense for the Lions. They lost Zadarius. They need an edge rusher.
I'm going to say Donovan Ezaraku.
That's a good one.
I think that could be a really good one for them. They really like him.
They need an edge. Do they need an off-ball linebacker next to Campbell? But is Campbell still available?
Campbell is still
on the board.
That would actually make a lot of sense too.
I could see him going to Washington at this point.
Can you imagine the Campbell twins, Jack Campbell?
It's going to be Johnson. Trust me.
Can you imagine having 2 Campbells at linebacker? That'd be some Campbell soup right there.
Yeah, there you go.
You'd be eating that chunky. Oh man, that'd be rough when you're trying to run on that team.
And a chunky to get off of this one.
And just just to summarize the scoring right now, I'm up 23. Isaac, you're at 19. Matt, 14.
Yeah.
Looks like I might win the. Is this the first annual draft?
Yeah, I don't think I can keep Med here even if I win this. I don't think I can keep Med for another pick because it's pretty late. So.
I want to know before we leave here though, who is the one person you want the Packers to pick moving forwards? The one person that when they left in this draft after all the picks. I'm not talking about second round, not talking about third round. Any pick can be anywhere. Who's the one person you want? You already got Golden, so technically you've already burned all of your good luck, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I would love Ty Felton. He's actually one of my top players.
Trade up for Mike Green. Sell the farm and go get Mike Green.
If we could get Mike Green, if we landed Mike Green, even if we gave up a third rounder, I'd be like over the moon.
Give up 3 picks and go get Mike Green.
I like Jahad Campbell, but we don't need him because we got Quay and we just got Edgerrin Cooper. So that's unfortunately, even though I love Jahad Campbell, we don't need him. Mike Green or Izaraku would be the two I would say. Later, third or fourth round, I love Ty Felton. But if we traded up to like 35, if Mike Green's there and we trade up like 19 picks and land our edge rusher and we got a receiver, I'm set, man.
I think your pick should have been edge out of Ohio State, Jack Sawyer.
Oh, I like him too. He fell like
I feel like he's AJ Hawk, and you just need to make him a Packer and be done with this.
Dude, if he falls into the third round, so this would be amazing. We go get an edge in the second round, and then Jack Sawyer's there in the third round, and then we land.
I don't see anything amazing about that.
I don't see Jack Sawyer making it to the third round.
Med's
Some
like
people have him as high as 60.
Well, he fell out of the first round. He was a first rounder for a while. Then he fell out of that and just.
It's over.
Tyreek
Williams, defensive tackle out of Kentucky.
Good pick.
Or I'm sorry, OSU. My bad.
I was going to say Ohio State.
Wrong team.
Missed.
Yeah.
It's defensive tackle. It's not an edge. Damn. Dad, what'd you say for them?
Oh, I thought it was going to be the cornerback.
I guarantee you, no one thought it was going to be Tyreek.
Man, I started so strong, I faded, but I don't even care. The Packers got my player. So, okay, before we boogie, Med, 1 second. I'm sorry.
They picked Tyreek Williams, the Ohio State guy?
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So, guys, because I got to. Well, what was this? Okay. Well, anyways, I just want to say I'm very happy. My Packers, I got to do my first ever, because last year we did it with somebody else. I did my first ever draft coverage, and the Packers took a receiver. That's a good luck charm. Now we're going to have to do this every year. Dad, you won the first annual. Congratulations. Great comeback. Seriously, good stuff. You did your homework. Nick, it was awesome to have you here, man. This was a great season. I had a blast. I just appreciate people actually watching the content because we put a lot of work into it. So I want to say thank you to all you guys. We had 3 college players on. I think we're going to have more. I just want to give a shout out to them. I really hope Jameer Augustine, Carl Smith Jr., and Curtis Fan, I hope they get picked sometime this weekend.
I think Washington's going with Mike Green right here.
I think so too. But I hope you gentlemen, I hope you get picked. I'm going to tag you in this video because I know it's like 3 hours in. I'll just tell you the time marker to go watch. But thank you to people who actually hung out for over 3 hours. This is our longest stream ever. 250 people. I appreciate it. Great season. I will be back tomorrow night. I got one more for you guys. It's going to start a half an hour later, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll be here covering the second and the third round and some NBA stuff. Dad, if you're free, you want to hop on. Nick, if you want to hop on. Peter, me and Jones will be running it. So, yeah. Med, you got anything else?
Nope. It was great. I will see you August.
I will see you in August, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
I'll be back in late July with our draft, but I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And Nick, thank you. Appreciate you. Everybody watching, you guys rock. Thank you.
Can't wait to see you guys again.
Thanks, guys.
Be safe.